Psychic impressions and intrusive thoughts can definitely have a lot of similarities. So, how can you know the difference between the two? Well, for me, there's a couple different things I can rely on. The first is that when I have an intrusive thought, it does get my attention, but it usually just kind of comes and then it goes. With a psychic impression, what I've noticed is that I tend to have some type of a physical response to it. So that could be that I gasp, I laugh out loud, hee 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 hee, or I might feel a pit in my stomach. But there's going to be something about the psychic impression that really sticks with me. So, whereas the intrusive thought just kind of comes and then it goes, the psychic impression sits, it stays, it settles in. The second sign is that I will start to get signs and synchronicities that seem to validate something within the vision or the psychic impression that I received. A good example of this is that back in 2024, I had been talking to a friend of mine, and as we were talking, for no reason at all, I said, Brooklyn Bridge is falling down. And I didn't know why I said that. And as I was saying that, I got this vision in my head of a significant bridge just falling right into the water. And I remember thinking, that's really strange. Like, why did I say that? And why am I thinking that? And I continued to see it throughout the day. As if that wasn't strange enough, I was watching TV and I saw a bridge that looked very similar to the one in my mind's eye. And I think I also saw a bridge later in the day as well. So I'm like, I'm being haunted by bridges. And so what ended up happening the next day was actually quite unfortunate. Early in the morning the next day, the Boston Bridge fell. And so when I saw that on the news, I felt pretty shook up. Not gonna lie. I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I saw in my vision. Granted, I got the location wrong, but that was still a really good hit. So that's how you can possibly know that what you're receiving is a psychic impression, because there should be signs or synchronicities or other things that happen leading up to the event that are going to correlate with whatever it is that you saw or felt or heard if you received the psychic impression through a spoken thought. I'll also say this: if you have a good relationship with your higher self and your spirit guides and your angels, they can definitely tell you the difference between your psychic impression and an intrusive thought. So, if you're not getting those type of validations, if you're not getting synchronicities, but something feels a little significant about the thought, ask your guides and angels. They'll tell you.